Hey guys, Shadowz here, welcome back to another Gears of War 5 video. Today we are going to be discussing the return of the Locust Berserkers and why it's not happening in Gears 5. Recently there has been a huge influx of comments from you guys on my return of General RAAM Gears 5 discussion video regarding the new Locust Swarm creature seen in the Nightmare trailer being not General RAAM but the return of the Locust Berserkers. Locust Berserkers were the only female creatures of the Locust Horde apart from Queen Mira herself, of course, acting out with the purpose of replenishing the drones for the Horde as the fight against both humanity and the Lambent raged on. While the origins of the Berserkers aren't confirmed, it was supposedly teased in the Rise of RAAM comics that it's a possibility that a Locust known as Yukon was seen experimenting on captured humans, injecting them with an emulsion-like serum, mutating their cells to evolve into a Berserker-like creature, which Scourge actually referred to as creations that Yukon had tested in a fighting pit, which fits perfectly with the personality and the traits of an angry Berserker as we've seen throughout all of the Gears games. Now I can see why people can believe that the creature in the trailer is a new Berserker, but there's a few obvious reasons to why this isn't the case at all and why the Berserkers are never going to return. The Berserkers' role in the Locust Horde was a simple one, that they were the creatures responsible for producing more Locust drones, which was actually disgruntly achieved by the drones forcefully raping the Berserkers as they were chained down so that the Locusts continue as the war raged on. If you take a look at the Swarm faction and the enemy we have today in the Gears games, the Swarm already have the ability to replenish drones, as the Swarm snatchers pot up humans which then naturally mutate into juvies who then evolve into drones, meaning that the Locust Berserker wouldn't really have its specific role in the Swarm faction, therefore not really being needed, being the main important point to why the Berserkers aren't never going to return. It's also important to remember that once the light mass bomb had been detonated after the defeat of General RAAM on the Tyro Pillar train, it caused a huge effect on emulsion as lambency progressed to its next evolutional state, resulting in a few side effects like rustling sickness for humanity, but also the sterilization of the Locusts, more importantly the Berserkers, reason why after Gears 1 the Berserkers are never encountered ever again, and the Locust Horde start to kidnap and process humans in a new way to further the longevity of the Locust Horde, because obviously the older method was no more. Most of the Berserkers were believed to have been wiped out during the flooding of Jacinto, therefore the Hollows itself. It is believed that the Locusts had the remainder of the tamed beasts locked up somewhere as they had no further use for them, obviously meaning that the Swarm would definitely not get a good use out of them as well, as they basically already have the inhabiting abilities in a Swarm Snatcher, as well as also the brute force of the Swarm Carrier. Now even though it's very likely, like I've shared in this video, that the Locust Berserkers aren't going to be making a return, it is already confirmed that in Gears 5, Kate Diaz will be diving into the Locust origins, as I do believe that both the Locust and the Swarm share an even bigger connection than just the Locust evolving into the Swarm science, which hopefully just becomes a little bit more present as the Gears 5 marketing begins next year for the game itself. Please make sure to leave me a comment down below telling me what you think. Do you agree with me that the Locust Berserkers are never going to make a return? And if it is not a Berserker or General RAAM as I've speculated, what is the brand new Locust Swarm looking creature as seen in the Nightmare gameplay trailer? So there you have it guys, my full discussion on the return of the Locust Berserkers and why it's never going to happen in Gears of War 5. If you do have any other discussion ideas that you want me to cover in a future video, definitely let me know on this video below. You can check out a playlist on the channel itself that includes all of my other Gears 5 videos so far that you'll enjoy if you found this video interesting. Give the video a thumbs up and share if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you aren't already. Thank you for watching, and as always I shall see you in the next one.